Today we're going to be discussing the new version of the Bible and the Apocrypha and information that people are curious about and wonder why it's not put in the Bible. Should it be put in the Bible? Stay tuned. Okay.
Why are we reading the new version of the Bible?
Okay, I want to start this one.
Go.
Just because I get a little flustered sometimes. I've had someone tell me that.
Flustered?
Well, doesn't everybody get a little flustered sometimes? I get my feathers ruffled when people are like, well, that Bible's just, I think that Bible's wrong. And I'm like, okay, well, there are different translations of the Bible. So it depends upon which translation you're actually looking at. Because there are translations out there that literally change the meaning of the scripture. When you are changing stuff around, that's not okay.
The Passion Translation is not a Bible.
That's a big...
The Message is not a Bible. Why aren't we reading the new version? We're not. We're reading a new translation of the original version of the Bible.
Right.
The English words that you read on your screen or on the page are not divinely inspired. The original Hebrew and Greek were the divinely inspired words of God. We have new translations because our culture changes. If I'm trying to tell a story and my audience is people who are alive right now, if I say there was a busy signal, and that's the whole sentence.
Oh my goodness.
A busy signal.
Nobody knows what that is.
Everyone my
you should
age...
just say there's a payphone.
No. We're saying there's a busy signal because everyone my age and older, immediately in their brain, the idea of comes to mind, right? Mm-hmm. But for my children and younger, if I don't give any context, I said there's a busy signal, they're going to be like,
okay, I know what a signal is. It could be like a flare. It could be like a signal that they do with their hands, and it's saying that they're busy, and so they're trying to tell people, don't talk to me, maybe?
They have no idea that this is a phone thing that every single person in America knew about 20 years ago.
Sadly.
To update that sentence for a new generation to not have to flounder, I would have to change that sentence to say there was a tone on the phone that said that the line could not ring because it was busy or something like that.
There was one point where we explained to, I think it was Taylor or Gibson, like what a dial-up sounds like.
Right.
They're like, dial-up?
A dial-up?
What are you talking about? What's that?
Exactly.
And I'm like, seriously? I'm a horrible parent. I was like, you need to know your history, dude, to appreciate what you have.
Exactly. So in the same way, the idea of a translation of the Bible is to get the original Hebrew and Greek text, the ideas into our mind. We're 21st century Christians, like Westerners. We don't completely understand our generation gap between the generation gap before us. We think differently. We hear words differently and they form different ideas in our minds.
Well, we all speak different vernaculars and have clearly different life experiences, especially with knowledge and technology.
Right. And so my mom's generation reads the NIV, and that creates the correct images in their mind when they read those words. But it doesn't for me because I'm not of their generation. When I read the ESV, it creates the correct images.
Well, and just the fact that you're using the word repeatedly, read, that means to actually pick it up and go like this and read it.
Yes, we have to read it.
But there are times where a lot of people nowadays, they just, you highlight it and it reads it to you.
Right. So don't be fooled. A lot of people, a lot of non-Christians will try to tell you the Bible is just a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy. No, it's not. The ESV, the NET, the NKJV, they all go back to the earliest manuscripts we have of the Hebrew and Greek.
Yes.
They're not just copying the ones before it. So don't let anybody make you think that you're reading a copy of a copy or a new version of the Bible. We're not. We're reading a translation that speaks to a new generation's mind.
Right, and as long as none of the information, as you said, we can refer to the original Greek and Hebrew, that the vernacular may be changing, but nothing is taken out of context.
Right.
Nothing changes and nothing is taken out of context. As he said, if there are any more questions and things like that, we certainly would like it if you guys would put that in the comments below.
Yeah.
If you've had an experience, if you're an evangelist, I said this on our other videos, let us know what people are asking you, those kinds of questions, because that's the information we want to be able to share, because you're not the only person who's asking the question.
Exactly.
And there's a million questions out there. So like, hey, we've got plenty of information to cover and plenty of time that we would like to devote to this.
Yep.
So, sorry. Please put that in the comments below. Thank you.
I hope we've made it simple and clear.
Clear as
Thank you. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for asking the questions. Like she said, please put any more questions you have down in the comments below.
If you guys would like to support our channel, gracebythedropyt.com, and you can also check out our Patreon page in the description below.
We'll see you in the next video.
Bye. On your hips, like, just
Am I bothering you?
don't space. Are you comfy?
I'm comfy
in your
now.
Seat? Are you
Yeah.
good? Okay. Did you?
So,
You're like excited.
I
or
am
something.
excited.
Oh my gosh.
I thought of a really good example.
Okay, man down.
So you can sit there and entertain them while...
No, we're not doing that. Apocrypha. Ooh.